What's going on, you guys? This is Jane Joku, Sneaker Principal, and right now I am recording from my apartment here in New Rochelle. I know there's a lot of questions. Why do you have a new apartment? Where are the kids at? Where's the wife? But that's not the purpose of this. If you know me personally, then you know the story. If you don't know me personally, then you don't know the story. So, but however, I'm definitely in a space of starting all over again. But not necessarily starting all over again, but you don't ever really truly start all over again unless you happen to figure out how to be reborn from scratch from day one. And at 48, that's not happening anytime soon. But however, what's happening now is that I am getting to flip the page, turn into a new chapter. And this new chapter has to do with this apartment. This is not this is not where I would have imagined myself coming out of a house with two kids, and a spouse. I was actually really envisioning something very, very low key, one bedroom, a room in a boarding house. But these are the things that runs through your mind as you're entering a new chapter in your life, especially post-marriage. So, but this apartment was the third apartment that I saw with my agent, all in the same day. I thought this was going to be a long, drawn-out process. So I braced myself to figure out how to start all over again in a space that's not something conducive to what I'm used to or what I imagine for myself. And I remember asking a good friend of mine to join me in this visiting of apartments, looking at apartments. And we saw the first apartment. He said to me, "Cherry, absolutely not. You're bigger than this." And he's Nigerian just like me, so when he says that, he's like, you elevate to a point in your life where this should not be your portion. This is not where you're supposed to be. So that apartment, I'm not throw shade on in any particular town or any particular street, but it was not too far from here. But it was it was definitely not the vibes. Then we saw another place that was equally not the vibes, and my friend made the declaration. It's funny, his name is also Uche, so Uche makes the declaration, "Bro, we have to see something better than this." And my agent heard him, and she was like, "Listen, I do have another place. It's not too far from where you live right now, but I think you might like it. It's a new build, over 6 months ago." And that was definitely not in the forethought of the forefront of my thoughts. But I reluctantly said yes. We came over here and walked through the space, and when we walked in, someone's already living here. Apparently a doctor and her daughter had been here for the first 4 months and had gotten a transfer to another state. I was moving out. So super short the place, and I saw it, and it just felt like, okay. And it was perfect because when I came in here, there was all these things that told me a kid was here, children were here. And I think that's something that's very important energy-wise. I mean, the configuration is not going to be anything like what she had, but there was definitely this energy of like, okay, I can see myself here, I can see my kids here with me when you're with me. And also them knowing, okay, for the time being, we have two homes, and one of the homes is this space. And so I felt in deep like with the place. 2 bedrooms, one huge bedroom, the other one's much smaller, without a window for the time being, and there's a reason behind that, and that's a story for another time. But that room just made sense for my studio as far as a space to be utilized for my content creation, my podcasting, and things of that nature. So I was like, okay, so that space works. And then the bedroom is see, I guess because I'm a guy, so I'm imagining the master bedroom being really my kids' room. So when they're with me, that's their room. That is where they sleep. That's where their toys are at, and it's where they bring the stuff into the living room. It's coming from that room there. And I purchased a sectional sofa that has a pull-out bed. So when they're here, I'm on the couch, which I'm fine with. Listen, I was a Marine, I was a Boy Scout, I went to military school, so I can sleep on the floor, I can sleep on the ceiling, I can sleep on the window ledge, it doesn't matter to me, as long as I get my sleep, which is not much to begin with. But the space just works. And the other thing too is just the fact that there isn't a lot of old energy in here. Have you ever moved into a place and you can feel the energy of other people? And here, I don't feel any energy. So I guess the previous tenants weren't here long enough to imprint. I know you heard that sound. I'm like, what the heck? It's my air freshener. It goes off every couple of minutes. But they weren't here long enough to imprint anything that I can feel. So here now, feels like, okay, I get to, from scratch, kind of like create something here for the time being, until whatever the next place is. I definitely don't see myself here forever, but I see myself here long enough to make sense of a lot of things, and also a space for my kids to always feel comfortable when they're with me. So, but yeah, a little bit more about the place. 2 bedrooms. I want to say the smaller bedroom, I did the measurements, it was about 10 feet by 12 feet. No, so it's not too crazy. The bedroom's about 20 feet by 20 feet by 20 feet, 20 feet by 12-ish. So relatively big. It doesn't have a walk-in closet, but it has a huge closet you open up, and it's like a spread with shelves in there, which is great. So that I'm one of those people, I like to have my pants on one side, my jackets on one side, and all that stuff. And then gratefully, I have furniture coming from the house here with a lot of drawer space for kids stuff, and I'm probably gonna get a trunk in there so they can have their toys and get them a little table so they love to sit at the table and write. But we're gonna have a dining table here as well, so that when we eat, we can sit together and eat and talk. You know, a lot of things that I always envisioned for me and for my children to be part of. So this space is just a great space to start fresh. Okay, let me take that back. Not start fresh, but continue the journey and the stories. But yeah, and then the kitchen. Listen, I tell you, this kitchen here, the best part about this place here is counter space. There's tons of counter space, which is amazing. Like from here to there is probably a good, let's say about 4 feet? No, yeah, about 4 feet. From here to the other end of this counter right here. Then it's about the same width all the way across the wrap. So you can see all the way down there. There's a lot of counter space. I love counter space because it's one of the things that's something about New York City. And New York City proper and decent areas, as far as apartments, there's very limited counter space. And the great thing about it is that microwave oven is above, it has a electric range, which is cool, dishwasher. Also faucet here that I don't know if you see. I don't know if you see it like blue when it's cold, then when it's green, when it's hot, it's green. It's not quite there yet. It sounds cool. But, I'm waiting for it to turn green, please. See? I don't know if you can see it. I'm not blocking it. It turned green. And when it's cold, and water gets cold, it'll turn blue. Which is kind of cool. But the thing is, I'm wondering why not turn red when it's hot and blue when it's cold? But that's the way it's set up. It's a nice deep sink. I wish it was a double sink, but listen, no complaints. I take it the way it is. The refrigerator I love because you can't open the refrigerator unless you grab from the top. Childproof. No sneaking nothing on the night grabbing stuff. But however, the bottom drawer, the freezer's in the bottom, which is nice, big and deep, but that you can open so they can have some ice cubes. There'll be no sugary snacks in this household. We'll have the sugary stuff outside, but not in here. Yeah, I'm slowly putting things together. There's no furniture apart from these 2 stools. The couch is on its way. the bedroom sets of the house when we're out of the house, and I'll bring my bedroom, my bedroom furniture here. Everything's so minimal. There's no need for brand new stuff. You know, a lot of stuff here. I think the couch is probably gonna be the only thing here that's brand new. I got another desk, computer desk for the studio. But outside of that, everything here is going to be mostly things that I already had, and just repurposing. You know, at my age, there's no need to be out there saying, "Oh my God, I need a whole brand new of everything." And if there's anything new, or slightly used, it's a very good price, because I am constantly putting money aside for the kids in the future. So I need to do less things that takes away from that, which is important to me. But yeah, this is the place, and I will show you more of it as time comes. But right now, I just want to make this quick video, and I'm also trying out this whole new format, because I'll tell you what, real quick before I get off. I've been watching, I don't know about you, I'm one of those people where I'm about to do something new, I go online to see what about that thing. My car that I still don't have yet, those of you who've been following that, I've been following that nightmare. The car should be here any day now. I've watched so much videos about the Honda Pilot Trail Sport that I think I can build one from scratch. Thank you, YouTube. Then not only that, my Ray-Ban Metas AI, the Wayfarers, and I've watched every video about that sucker. That to the point where I'm surprised I'm not wearing it now. Usually I have it on all the time. This even build up my studios all from YouTube. So when it came down to like the apartment search, and it's weird because I didn't know what to do. I know how to find an apartment. When I get the apartment, what I want to do? How do I decorate? What do I get? You know, it dawned on me, oh wow, I'm gonna have to get pots and pans and spoons and all these other things. And I'm gonna have a kitchen, which means I'm gonna have to do more cooking, because, you know, my financial resources are gonna be split between two households. So I can't be out there, you know, out in the restaurants every day like a bachelor. I got to turn on the oven and cook, make some egusi and some okra soup and some fufu and some rice and stew, some jollof rice. You know, those things that are near and dear to my heart as a black man, as a Nigerian. I'm gonna start cooking. Trust me, this space is gonna start smelling amazing, because I can chef. It's just been a while, so I might burn some stuff to begin with. But this is gonna be amazing. But yeah, I have to figure out, like, what is it do I need? What do I want? So I started following all these other YouTubers talking about living alone and their spaces, new cities, and life experiences, and I went down a deep dive. And I have to say, I appreciate all those people I watched. I don't remember all their names, but I appreciate them because they poured into me without knowing it. And I'm like, wow, I'm about to embark on that same journey. Some of these people were in their 20s, some in their 30s, some in their 40s. And I was like, it's so cool to be able to be in a space where there are people who are willing to share their experiences, so that your experience doesn't seem so crazy. So with that being said, now I'm like, I decided to be courageous and kind of maybe document my experiences. Well, let's see what happens with this. Okay, Uche and Joe from Sneaker Principle. Please like, share, follow, subscribe, notification bell, so when I post you get to know. And one last thing, I talk about everything. You know, my personal life, my passions, photography, my journey with trying to get my car, being an educator, 20 years, about to be 20 years in this education game. Everything else that I'm passionate about, sneakers as well. I haven't done a sneaker review in a long time, but I want to be doing one really, really soon, because I'm about to flip the sneaker review space upside down, because I love sneakers, and I don't feel like I have to do videos on only hype sneakers that everybody else wants. I'm going to do reviews about sneakers that I like and share with you how I'm going to be rocking them. But with that being said, I'm going to stop right here. Thank you so much for joining me on this tirade, and till next time.